Good evening and welcome to theCUBE for tonight's opening season matchup for the Findlay High School Trojan hockey team as they take on the Holy Name Green Wave. Again, this is the season opener for both teams. Coach Ben Patey in his third year as the head coach of the Trojans leads a team that has 9 seniors led by seniors Michael Armstrong and Riker Featheringham, who will look to improve upon last season's 15-11-2 mark. A large senior class, 9 players, captained by Michael Armstrong, assistant captains, Nate Regal, a sophomore, Riker, as I mentioned before, a senior, Ethan Lammers, a junior, will be the assistant captains for the squad this year. Coach has high hopes for the team. Again, a lot of seniors, a lot of experience from returning from that 15-win team with 17 letter winners coming back. And again, not only the seniors that saw a lot of playing time, a large group, but the junior class is led by Ethan Lammers, who saw a lot of playing time, Ross Trentkamp, Mason Greenwald, Kellen Wetz, and Matt Pinsky, and some sophomores that saw playing time as well last year, and Nate Regal, Caleb Halbert, and Seth Russell. But the seniors, again, Michael Armstrong, Riker Featheringham, the 2 captains, will look to lead this squad against Holy Name over near Parma, near Cleveland. Both teams are warming up right now. One of the new features this year is the junior Trojan of the game. Some youngsters get to come out, hang out with the older kids on the ice during warm-ups, skate around with a little one with them, and assist in two of our junior Trojans for this game. The first one's name is Sam Fenimore. Sam is age 7. His parents are Jay and Amanda Fenimore. He plays with the local team, the Faha Might Yellow, and plays right wing. Goes to Van Buren schools. Favorite teams, Ohio State. He loves the Detroit Red Wings as part of Team Lead Shed, and loves the Findlay Trojans. He wants to be a scientist, and something that he really enjoys and puts a smile on his face. He enjoys a good waffle at the Waffle House with his grandpa. So that is junior Trojan of the game, Sam Fenimore. And we have a second junior Trojan game. His name is Mason Cooper. Mason is age 7. His parents are Steve and Carrie Cooper, and he is also part of the Might Yellow, and he's been part of the Might All-Star team as well. Goes to Columbus Grove Elementary School. His favorite teams are the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Ohio State Buckeyes. He wants to be a firefighter like his dad and his grandpa. And something fun to know about, or something that puts a smile on his face, Mason likes to do Fortnite dances. Well, who doesn't? How could you blame Mason for that? That's Mason Cooper and Sam Fenimore, the junior Trojans of the game. This being our first game, we'd like to go through the list of those Trojan hockey players that are part of this year's varsity. We'll read through that list. We've got Nate Regal, I mentioned before, is a sophomore. We have number 8, Colt Phillips. Number 9, Riker Featheringham, a senior that's going to be counted on for big time this year for the Trojans. Kellen Wetz, number 10, played quite a bit last year. Number 11, Matt Pinsky. Number 12, Ethan Lammers, one of the underclassmen captains. Number 13, Ross Trentkamp. Number 14, Sam Swisher. Number 15, Rowan Chinevi. Number 18, Zach Gremling. Number 19 is Tyler Wolke. Number 21, A.J. Savage. Number 22, Jaden Halliday, that saw a lot of playing time last year. Number 23, Michael Armstrong, senior captain. Number 24, Jason Yamin. Number 26 is Mason Greenwald. One of our goalies, number 27, Cody Milsna. The other goalie is number 30, Tim Whitehead. And then rounding out the Trojan varsity unit this year is number 32, Caleb Halbert. From our preseason media guide, Coach Patey was quoted as saying that he feels like he has a tremendous core group of players returning who can create scoring opportunities, and feels that as a coaching staff, they expect bigger numbers this senior. They feel like their team identity is to be the best conditioned team in the state of Ohio. They want to perform relentlessly, back-checking, clean, hard-hitting, and to be disciplined. Feels that they can execute those traits game in, game out. They'll be a tough team to beat. They hope to play a style of play that grinds teams down, whether it be from our relentless puck pursuit and back checking or hard hits. We've got some bigger players this year. Jason Yameen, Rowan Shinevi, Nate Regal, and A.J. Savage that will make the opposing players think twice about handling the puck in the defensive end. The team consists of multiple leaders like Captain Michael Armstrong, Riker Featheringham, and Ethan Lammers, who all share the common goal of winning the Northwest Ohio Hockey Conference Championship and advance, hopefully, to the state championship. As in all seasons past, the Trojans will be hosting the Holidays Tournament near Christmas time, and they will also participate in the Cold Turkey Thanksgiving. Also, we'll be heading to Padua for a tournament, and also Walsh Jesuit for tournaments as well. So a busy season for the Trojans. Looking at their game schedule, you'll see them jump in, obviously, with the game here tonight, and really, pretty much take up all their weekends from here towards the end of February. They're playing Holy Name tonight. Tomorrow night, they will head up to the Tam O'Shanter and play Sylvania Northview, and then the following weekend, we'll be playing in the Cold Turkey Tournament against teams like St. Edwards, Gilmore. There's a team from Dayton and also a team from Liberty. And that'll be next weekend. Okay, they'll be back at home on December 3rd to take on Walsh Jesuit. And then a week later after that, be back at home again to play Sylvania Northview. Sandwiched in between there will be a trip on December 4th to head up to Tam O'Shanter and take on our arch rival Toledo St. Francis on Saturday afternoon, December 4th. They'll be at the Padua tournament at 12, 17, 18, and 19. And then we'll take on Bowling Green and play at Fifth Third Field up in Toledo in a neat venue. That'll be cool for the kids to be out there at Fifth Third Field and be able to play, or at Fifth Third and be able to play there. Return home before Christmas on the 21st to play University School. And then they will host the Holidays Tournament where they will take on Cincinnati Moeller, Dublin, Jerome, New Albany, and Olentangy Orange. Toledo St. Francis, our first game in the new year, will be at home versus St. Francis on January 7th. So that will be a great matchup here. We'll head up to Anthony Wayne, and actually head up to Bowling Green State University and play Anthony Wayne the next night on the 8th. And then Coach has a couple options, maybe playing in the Martin Luther King tourney or maybe even traveling to Canada for a tournament. That is still to be decided. That's that second weekend in January, the 14th and 15th. And we'll start to wind down towards the end of the season with some home matches in January 21st against Perrysburg, Bowling Green coming here on the 28th, and then finally hosting senior night on the 11th of February for senior night. We'll hold on here as a second for the announcing of the starters for tonight's contest. Holy Name Green Wave. They are coached by Craig Patton, and the right wing will be number 6, Brock Boozma. The left wing will be number 9, Dennis Keeler. One of the two defensemen is number 11, Andrew Mueller, will be the left defenseman, and the right defenseman is number 15, Ian Greenhill. The center is number 21, Nolan Pattert. And in goal for Holy Name is number 30, Matthew Sizoff. Again, they are coached by Craig Patton. That is the Holy Name Green Wave.
And as we tie the future to the past with the high school hockey team, we always start with our junior Trojans of the game. We have 2 junior Trojans with us tonight.
As you see now coming out here, the 2 little guys towards the home side of the ice. The aforementioned Mason Cooper. He, again, he's the one that wants to be the firefighter and likes to do Fortnite dances. That is Mason Cooper.
Mason likes to do Fortnite dances. Everybody say hi to Mason Cooper.
And our other junior treasure of the game is Sam Fenimore. I mentioned him before. Wants to be a scientist again. And again, loves nothing better than waffles at the Waffle House with his grandpa. Yeah, and that is junior Trojans Sam Fenimore and Mason Cooper. Okay. Cool experience for those young kids to be out there on the ice with their heroes.
He enjoys a good waffle at a Waffle House with his grandpa. Everybody say hi to Sam Fenimore.
As I mentioned before, the Trojans are coached by Ben Patey, who's in his third year. In his first year was actually named Conference Coach of the Year. In the second year, bumped up that win total, taking the team to 15. And next year, we'll introduce our starters. One forward is number 23, a 5'9", 145-pound senior, Michael Armstrong. Also starting for the Trojan up front as a forward is number 19, Tyler Wolke, 5'8", 150 senior. Also starting at forward is number 32, Caleb Halbert, who is a 6'2", 210-pound sophomore. One of the two defensemen is a sophomore and saw a lot of playing time last year. Number 5, Nate Regal, a 6'2" and 195-pound sophomore. And at the other defenseman is a senior, 6'2", 210, Jason Yamin. He is number 24. And starting in goal for the Trojans tonight is a senior. He's 5'9", 150, number 30, Tim Whitehead. Those are your starters for tonight: Whitehead, Halbert, Yamin, Armstrong, Wolke, and Regal. Again, Trojans are coached by Ben Patey and assisted again by Cliff Brown, Dave Erickson, Michael Kerwin, Daryl Somerville, and Rob Woolley. Okay. We are about ready to get now next for the drop of the puck, but before that, we'll have the national anthems of both the United States and Canada.
Remove your caps and face the flag as we present our national anthem.
And before we begin tonight's contest, we do have there is a special presentation for a gentleman recently inducted into the Findlay Hockey Hall of Fame. The 2021 inductee into the Findlay Hockey Hall of Fame. His name is Scott Peralt. Scott is a gentleman that ran the adult hockey program for a long, long time here in Findlay. Has been a coach, has been a player. His son Mitch, who actually was a student of mine a long time ago at Central Middle School, went on and played hockey at Harvard University, and he is here tonight to be honored and is our honorary puck drop recipient tonight. And we thank Scott. The Findlay Hockey Committee would like to thank Scott for all he has done for hockey in Findlay over the years. And now as they roll in the carpet and kids get ready, it's finally time to get the puck drop and get rolling here. Trojans with a matchup coming up with Northview tomorrow, and the tournament next weekend that takes on some, apparently tough opponents in St. Edwards and Gilmore and Youngstown Liberty. Important for the Trojans to get off to a good start tonight, being at home, and a win in that first game really goes a long way into helping to validate all that work in the off season, all the weightlifting they do, all the early morning skating, and all those workouts, and all that captain-led work time on the ice, and great to get a first win, get off to a good start. Validates all that work. Kids feel good about themselves. Being 1-0 compared to 0-1 is a big, big difference confidence-wise, and hopefully kick off a great season. So here we go. Get ready to go. Get ready to roll. Michael Armstrong rolls into the center, and we'll take that opening face-off. And the Trojans are able to briefly have a stick on it before Holy Name comes away with it. Regal slaps it up the left side off the board. Past Armstrong. And Riker Featherham. It's a little push, was able to come away with the puck. Slaps out front right there for Michael, and at point blank range. Nice stop by the goalie. Size off. Got a good early look for the Trojans. They'll quickly make a line change. Again, Holy Name from the Cleveland area by Parma. So traveled a long way for this opening match. Out in front. Again, attempted tipped in there by Lammers. Knocked away by the goalie. Again, back underneath. Good look. Lammers with it out in front. Circles around. And shot deflected up into the rafters. And number 10 there for the Trojans. Kellen Wetz won that face-off. And Trojans with the puck behind the net. That's Wetz again behind. Trojans still able to keep it down in. Lammers behind, and there's Wetz again. Good job by number 21 there, A.J. Savage, to keep it in front. Deflected there by number 26, Mason Greenewalt, but slipped behind the net. Okay. Good hit there by number 18, Zach Grembling, but coming right off the bench there was number 19, Tyler Wolke, who I apologize. Mistakenly said he started, but that was Riker Featheringham, number 9, that got the start, not number 19. But he is in there now. Another good strike there by Zach Gremling. Good physical play by the Trojans down in their defensive end. Whitehead comes out, stops it. And we are over to number 14, Sam Swisher. And Trojans finally able to clear it out. But dumped back down in. Deflected away. It's Ross Trenkamp there battling in the corner, number 13. And knocked away by Whitehead. Trojans trying to clear it. And good hit. Finally up to number 14, Swisher, who's able to clear it out past the blue line. But again, dumped back down in. Okay, both teams make a line change. Up to Michael. Gets it across to Riker. Fell off. And shot there by number 32, Caleb Halbert. Knocked away by the goalie. Size off. And Trojans fight, try to, but can't keep it in. Michael backs out and then quickly darts back in, loses it, but dumped back in by Halbert. Puck kind of trickled there out in front, almost an opportunity for the Trojans. Featheringham have it, takes a big shot, stays with it. And shot goes high over the net. Okay, Riker has it again. Out in front of Armstrong and had a good look at it, but knocked away by the defenseman. Good pressure by the Trojans. And a couple of penalties here. They're going to be announced. And it looks like we have number 32, Caleb Halbert. It's going to spend a little time in the box. 2 minutes. And I think it might have been a cross check. So our first penalty play here this season. Trojans have Yamin and Greenewalt, Savage, and it looks like what is that? Wets to try to break this, try to hold things down here. It was a cross check. Okay, good knocked away out in front. Luckily that was open there for a second, but got lucky that there was not a green wave stick close. But good knock away by Whitehead. Okay, another look, kicked away. Okay. There's Wets with it, coming over the corner. Good check by Wets. And again, good battle underneath there along the side. And glove save by Whitehead on a slow slap shot. Okay, we'll make a couple of changes. Armstrong back on the ice, Featheringham. We've got Regal. And again, knocked away. Also, Rowan Chenevi is on the ice. Trojans clear it to the other end. And Riker, a little pressure up here, almost was able to slap it away. Okay. Okay. And across the ice, but no one's there. Okay. Holy Name loses it and gets cleared. Off the net, so we'll have another face-off. 29 seconds remaining on the power play. See Gremling Greenewalt Wets back onto the ice. And it looks like we have Regal staying on. And we've got some type of confusion going on here. We have a little break in action here. There's 9:29 left in the first period here. Again, this is the season opener for both teams. Holy Name Green Wave coming over from near Parma for tonight's contest. And
As always, our Outback 50-50, our Texas Roadhouse Shootout. We now have a sponsor for the power play. When the Trojans win and score on the power play.
again, a long delay. I'm not sure what happened. The official was motioned over to the penalty box that Caleb Halbert was sitting in, and then next thing I know, we see him holding a skate, and now he's disappeared underneath us here at the announcer's table. So both teams will come on over to the bench and take a little break as we pause here. All right, welcome back to the Cube. We are starting back up action with a face-off. We still have 29 seconds remaining in the power play that Riker Featheringham just picked up and pushed out of the zone. The stoppage of play was the recent rule in high school hockey requires the wearing of neck guards, and some leagues enforce it, some don't. And here at the Cube, we do. So it took a little bit of time there for Holy Name to go ahead and go back in the locker room and get that taken care of. And now with that, we're back at play. And the power play has been killed. And there's Michael Armstrong with a shot that goes off the stick of Sizov. So both teams now will be back at full strength. Trojans do a good job. Really maybe 1-2 good looks. One included right there at the end where the puck hit off of Whitehead and actually kind of popped over the net. But again, both teams back at full strength. We'll have a face-off down at the Trojans' offensive end. And number 26, Greenewalt, was able to win that. Trojans able to maintain control and almost were able to get it down in, and then finally backhanded back in. Battle with it along the boards. Wetz comes out with it, and but forgot the puck. And another battle again down in the corner. You got Greenewalt. And kicks it out there, number 15, Genevi, who slapped one in. Knock away by Whitehead.
I do, because they want to know.
And we have an icing call, so we'll bring it back down. Allow for a line change. So a little uneven start here to begin this opening period here with a long stoppage and some confusion, but back at play now. And there is Swisher with it. Over to Trent Camp. And number 19, Tyler Wolke with a shot knocked away by Sizov. So some shots for both teams, but nothing too sizzling yet towards the net. Trojans win the face-off. We got Colt Phillips, a sophomore, in the game right now. Trent Camp with it. And pops one up, easily gloved by Sizov. And Trojans bring some experience with Armstrong, Featheringham, Halbert back onto the ice, as well as Pinsky and Regal. Riker behind, trying to find a stick into Armstrong, Halbert, who pushed it past wide left, tried to kick it underneath to Armstrong. And good battle by Pinsky here to keep it in, but kicked out to Holy Name, and they bring it down the ice. That's number 9, Keeler, for them. It's a shot that deflected up in the air by Featheringham. And good kick out by Armstrong, but Halbert wasn't able to get a stick on it. Dumped back down in by Holy Name. Regal has it, and up the board to Featheringham, and is able to keep it in the blue, inside the blue. And Green Wave kick it out across the ice there to Featheringham. Good move around, and couldn't get, and we are going to have a penalty called on that. As Riker was going to have a cross again to Regal, and again just can't get a shot off. And now the whistle's blown, and we'll have a penalty called, the first one of the night, on Holy Name, as number 19, Magistro, will head to the penalty box. First penalty opportunity here for the Trojans. And he will, Magistro will get a couple minutes for hooking. Trent Camp wins the face-off. Shot deflected up in the net.
Gio Magistro, 2 minutes for booking. And that means it's our Domino's power play. When the Trojans score on the power play.
Trent Cap again for the face-off. Won the last one. Able to kick it back out. There is Savage. Over to Wetz. Shot deflected right into the body of Mueller. And the Green Wave's able to clear it. Whitehead coming way out there. A little scary, kind of slid that back towards behind his goal. A little too close for me. There's Yamin. Yes, and able to stick one in the corner. Goal by Jason Yamin. Again, great shot. Kind of took it the length of the ice there, and really nobody stepped up by the Green Wave to put a body in front of him. He had a nice clear look, took a shot, and ricocheted in the left corner. So the Trojans get off to a good start, get the quick lead up 1-0. 6:04 left in the first period. 1-0 lead for the Trojans. Trojans have had some good looks, but that was the best look, and the senior Yamin was able to capitalize. Trent Camp again winning that face-off. That's his third face-off win in a row. And A.J. Savage, the sophomore, number 21, gets credit for the assist on that goal by Yamin. And Holy Name comes out with it. Good check by Gremling. Okay. And shot back behind the goal. And there is Wolke. It's up off the net, so we'll have a face-off. And a line change. Michael Armstrong will take the face-off for the Trojans and is able to win that. Featheringham takes it, heading down the ice quickly, tries to go off the board and go around the defender. Comes back with it underneath the goal. Looking underneath, looking, doesn't see anybody, and then just couldn't quite get it back to number 8, Colt Phillips, but Phillips was able to keep it in. And now Holy Name is able to get it out of the zone, pushes it down into their offensive end. And there's Pinsky, kind of pinning that defender into the corner. Armstrong with it, good, with a little bit of ice to move. And drops it back. Nope, hangs on to it. Tries a shot, goes wide left. Pinsky comes up with it, keeps it in. And almost opening back around. And in front right there. Quick shot there by number 12, Ethan Lammers, but good save by Sizoff. Back in the Trojans' offensive end. Riker with it. And dropped back to him by Wetz. And then Holy Name flicks it up the net. We'll have a face-off and a line change. 4:17 left in the first period. Trojans leading 1-0 on a Jason Yamin goal. First goal of the season. And Riegel with a nice job to keep it back in. Quick shot there by number 26. Greenewalt goes high. And Trojans moving well right now, doing a good job of just fighting and scrapping to keep the puck in, but it does come out now. And good hustle back by Halbert to help get in the way of that. Wetz with it, good kick out there. There's Halbert with it. And dumps it down in, kicked away off the stick of Sizoff. Halbert with it. And right back out in front, but no one's there. It actually slides all the way back to Whitehead down at the other end. No one there out in front. And here comes Regal. Oh, and we have a penalty again on Holy Name as Regal showing good speed. And number 3, Derek Pierce will get called for the hook and again give the Trojans their second advantage so far the first period. Trojans have Lammers and Armstrong, Riker, Featheringham, Regal, and Pinsky on the ice right now. Shot quickly right there by Lammers. Went wide left and kept in by Armstrong. And Featheringham with it out in front. And cleared by Parma Heights. Pinsky with it, bringing it up along the right side. Trojans wait. Okay, in and then dumped in. There's Featheringham with a wrist shot right into the belly of Size-Off. And Trojans will keep the same crew on the ice. And Michael wins it easily out to the side to Riker. Tries to go off the board and behind. Michael has it behind the net. Looking. Out in front, and oh, good try there by Pinsky. Was able to get a stick on it, but shot all the way down the ice. And Whitehead stops it behind the goal and was able to get rid of it before that Green Wave player was able to get close. Regal with it and gets a shot again. Good save by Size-Off, and Pinsky tried to stick his foot back, skate back to keep it in, but couldn't do it. A couple of changes for the Trojans. And dumped down in by Pinsky. Just over 2 minutes left in the period and just over 30 seconds left on the penalty. Well, lots of pressure being applied in this first period by the Trojans, and lots of shots going towards the net. Only one's found the back so far by Yamin. There's Savage with it. Goes in, but quickly knocked out. And number 10, Jack McManaman with it, who sends it behind the net. And there is Yamin with it. Tried to go across the ice to it, but no one was able to get a stick with it, so we'll get an icing call, bring it on back. Another change. And we'll have a face-off back in the Trojans' defensive end, taken by Armstrong. And we're going to get a penalty now. It's going to even play it here a little bit on Armstrong. And Michael will be spending a couple of minutes this period and a little bit next. And we'll listen for the call. Both teams back to even strength now, or down a man, but both teams are down a man. Shot by Olename. And he gets an interference call. Okay. And Green Wave is back to full strength as Riker comes back. As number 9, Dennis Keeler comes back onto the ice. Save there. Again, into the belly of Size-Off. 1:17 remaining in the period. And, for a second, Trojans had 5 out there, but there is a penalty, so Regal comes off the ice. Okay. Wets bringing it all the way back, take a little time off the clock, and then flicks it back down the ice. So sucked a few seconds off the clock there. Featheringham putting pressure up front, is actually able to knock it away towards the goalie. And again, helps to take a few valuable seconds off that penalty. Under a minute now left in the period. And dumped down in. Trojans have Philip Lammers, number 18, Zach Gremling, and Greenewald on the ice. And have another penalty here on the Trojans as number 12, Ethan Lammers, will head in to join Michael Armstrong. So now the Trojans have got 42 seconds where they've got to hold it down. Down 2. And that penalty took place as I turned my head away to look at a roster for the Green Wave, and we'll wait for the call. I heard a big hit. Sounded like a big hit. And a roughing call was made on Lammers. And after a few shot attempts there, Riker Featheringham was able to knock it down to the other end. We're down to 25 seconds here on the clock. So Featheringham and Savage and Regal looking to try to hold it down here with 17 seconds left. Holy Nine trying to get one good look across the ice and kicked away by Whitehead, and still out in front, flicked away out to the corner. Time ticking away, and again shot wide, and they were able to hold them out, hold it down. But when we come back for the second period, we will have 17 seconds left on the Armstrong penalty and a minute 18 on the Lammers. So at the end of the first period here, the Trojans with a Jason Yameen goal lead the Holy Name Green Wave 1-0 as we head into our first intermission. A short break, and then we'll come back for the second period. Well, during our first intermission, we are treated here to a little bit of youth hockey as we have two teams, two of the youth teams in the area from Findlay here on the ice. And the blue team out there consists of Mason Cooper, who was one of our junior Trojans that we mentioned and talked about earlier. We also have Eddie Homewood. We have Rylan Peterkowski, Hunter Sable, Sam Fenimore, and Max Peterkowski, who is the goalie. The yellow team, gonna guess he's related. There's a George Homewood, who's playing against his brother on the opposite side of the ice there. We've got Henry Fort. We have Mallory Poe. We have Dakota Preston, Camden Shear, and in goal for the yellow team, we have Brady Murphy. Okay, coach for these teams, Mr. Brian Poe. Okay, again, these are junior Trojans out there entertaining the crowd here and slipping a little bit too, but that's okay. That's all part of hockey. Okay, and they're having fun. Shot there. Nice save there. Look at the flexibility from the blue goalie there. That's Max Peterkoski. Oh, and you can hear the kids pounding of the ice there. That means they're all open. And pass me the puck. A lot like if you've ever been to a young soccer game where it's called Bumblebee, where they're all together. And a shot out of nowhere off the post. Quickly rebounded there. And out in front. And a shot up and in for the blue team. Quickly past the goalie. Down goes one. There goes two. There's three. Okay. 4. And 5 and 6. A little friendly fire there as both blue players knock each other down. And there we go. Hey, take advantage of all that ice. Why not? It's out there. And we have the buzzer. Blue wins 1-0, but they all win by being out there on the ice today. We'll bring out that Zamboni, clean up that ice, and we'll be back in a few minutes with the second period. Welcome back to the Cube for second period action of tonight's season opener for the Findlay High School Trojan hockey team as they take on the Holy Name Green Wave. Right now, Trojans up 1-0 on a Jason Yameen goal about midway through the period. I got a little clarification on the stoppage of play that we had earlier, dealing with the an equipment issue with the Holy Name team, and a recent requirement, I think within the last couple of years, for high school hockey players in the state of Ohio is the wearing of a neck guard to protect against injuries, sticks, skates, whatever. And wasn't noticed right away by the officials as we see and look at the Green Wave players. A few of them do have the neck guards on, but most do not. So that was what kind of held things up, and as the officials try to seek some clarification on how to handle it. And but we have moved on. The Trojans lead 1-0, and we'll head into second period action here. The Trojans had some opportunities in the first period. I wouldn't say some great opportunities. Put some shots towards the net. Again, I wouldn't say they were some missiles sent towards there, but they were able to get a few shots off, and with Yameen being the big blast and able to give them the lead. So here we go, starting second period play with Fetheringham taking the face-off. And again, the Trojans still have a few seconds where they are going to be down a couple of players as Armstrong and Lammers look to finish out their penalties, and the Trojans try to kill this for a couple more seconds. And with 2 seconds left on the Armstrong penalty, Whitehead takes the shot right into the chest, and Michael poised right there next to the gate, ready to be open, and as soon as it does, and dropped and kicked out, and he will head on down to try to join in play. Shot goes wide, so now the Trojans now just one down and still have under a minute now on the Lammers penalty to kill. Good job by the three, Savage, Riker, Fetheringham, and Regal to kill off the Armstrong penalty. And good push up by Riker. He's got a good look and shot high off the shoulder and hit off the goalie's shoulder, dropped down in between his legs. He didn't know where it was at, so he just dropped straight down like a chicken, covered that egg up, and we'll get a face-off. 34 seconds left on the penalty for Lammers. And good job by the Trojans to this point, killing off this penalty. Got Gremling and Yameen on the ice along with Armstrong. And it looks like number 22, I think, Jaden Halliday on the ice. Knocked back in by Gremling. Kept in by Armstrong, but the Green Wave push it up. Good job by Gremling to pry that puck away and tried to send it up the side. Kept in by the Green Wave. And shot deflected high. Thought it was going to maybe go up into the net, but stayed in. And as the penalty ends and number 13, Ross Trentkamp, shoots back towards the defensive end. Glove saved by Whitehead, and both teams will make line changes, and they are both now back to full strength. Trojans come away with that face-off. A little more fight, it seems like, this period by the Green Wave. And Halliday not able to get a stick on it as it skates past him, and we'll bring it back. We've got Tremkamp, Halliday, number 19, Wolke. We've got Phillips on the ice, along with junior Matt Pinsky. Wetz comes on, will take the face off. And sent back around behind the net. Pinsky has it, gets it out past the blue line, bounces back to him. And Pinsky takes a big hit from number 21, Patton, the center for the Green Wave. And a little bit of pickup in intensity. There's Wetz with a nice move, able to get a look out front, and glove save by Sizoff. Little more intensity from the Green Wave beginning of this second period. And Armstrong there at the face-off. Green Wave comes away with it. That's number 3. Pierce with it. Sends a shot wide. Cross out in front. Stopped by Regal. Quickly kicks it out the side there. That's Halbert. Pushing it into the zone. Drops it back. In front right there, Armstrong with a good shot. And deflected up and in. Up and in. We'll see who was able to get that stick. It shot by Armstrong. Popped into the air to the left. And I think maybe Halbert may have gotten credit for it. We'll see here in a second. But Trojans taking a 2-1 lead. I'm sorry, a 2-0 lead. And teams make some changes again. Good push up the ice. And then a drop off by Halbert. Armstrong was able to get the puck in the middle, got a shot, deflected up and in, and we'll see who gets credit for the knock in. And it was number 32, Caleb Halbert. Did get credit for the goal, and Armstrong gets credit for the assist, as well as Featheringham with his assist. Trojans taking a 2-0 lead, 12-17 left in the second period. And Holy Nine with a good look and shot at point blank range, knocked down by Whitehead. And good physical play there by, I believe, Gremling. Kind of went face to face with a Holy Name player and ended up putting it on his back on the ice. Good job of defending his goal and his goalie. And a face off in the Trojans' end. Wetz gets it and goes out past the blue line. Lammers with good push up. Wetz comes up with it. Good speed and a shot and up and in off the goal. Off the glove of the goalie. Shot by Wetz. Kicked up in the air and trickled behind the goalie into the net for another quick goal. Good pressure by Ethan Lammers. Forced a turnover. Wetz was in the right spot, hustling. Streaked toward the goal. Shot flicked off the glove of the goalie. Sizoff and fell into the back of the net. 3-0 Trojans. Good hustle there, pays off for the Trojan by both Lammers and Wetz. Trenkamp with it.
Finley's third goal scored just 30 seconds after their second goal by number 10, Cameron Wetz. Assist to number 26, Mason Greenwald.
Mason Greenwald gets credit with that, and then out in front, and another goal. A third in roughly a minute here by number 14, I think, Sam Swisher, a youngster, a freshman, onto the ice and was at the right place at the right time and slapped it to the left of the goalie. So boom, boom, boom. Goals coming quickly here as the Trojans have really picked up the pressure. And we'll get some clarification on the goal here in a second. So the goal was given to Halliday on that, and assists were given to Wetz and I'm not sure who the other one was. We got an assist for Wetz, and a Swisher was able to get credit for that assist as well. And a goal was again credited to Jaden Halliday. So just like that, back-to-back goal, 4-0 lead. Still lots of time left in this second period. We'll break away for the Green Wave. And good hustle back by Featheringham and Regal defending. The forwards for the Green Wave able to thwart a shot. Whitehead back behind. And there's Armstrong with it. Gets it out past the blue line. And Pinsky knocks it up to Featheringham. Good puck handling. Tries to go behind, drops it back. Good hit by Armstrong. Puck kept in by Regal. Good decision, shoots it across the ice. There's Pinsky. Wasn't able to get a stick on it. Shot back in front. And good hit by number 18, Zeminski. And knocked away. Good hustle back by the Trojans, getting back, transition back to defense. As it looked like there for a second, the Green Wave might have had a chance to push it up the ice, but couldn't keep a stick on it there to Wetz, but showing good speed, good pressure. Okay, knocked out. And good hustle by Colt Phillips coming onto the ice after a change, line change, and able to be in the right place at the right time. Good drop back there. There's Greenewalt, good pushing it up. And shot kicked up high. Kept in by Phillips for a second, but now a chance, but the Green Wave can't go from pass to stick and lose the puck. Good drop back by Colt Phillips. Back across, just out in front. Couldn't quite reach it there was Wetz. And dumped down in by Yamin, and Trojans will make a couple of changes. Okay, there's 12 Lammers in there. Trent Camp's in there. We've got 24 Yamin. Colt Phillips playing defense. And there's Halliday. Was able to have a stick on it for a second. And and there was a Green Wave player, number 16, Kochtanek, lost his stick, tried to kick the puck towards the goal, lost his footing, landed on the ice, and ended up kind of walking gingerly off the ice. So here comes Wolke with it, pushes it into the Trojans' offensive end. There's Trent Camp with it behind, looking for somebody out front, drops it back. Oh, and Wolke couldn't keep a stick on it. But good job there by Savage to keep it in for a second. But Holy Name able to clear it. Pushing it up the ice. Savage is back. There comes Armstrong, gets tripped up by his own player. Michael's been on the ice a lot here tonight. And out in front, good job by Featheringham. Over, okay, to Michael. Good speed up, and good job by the defenseman there. Get that number. Good job by the Green Wave. That's number 21, Patton. The center did a good job of keeping it away. Whitehead comes out to try to make a save, and then out in front, scooted past him. Luckily, not able to get a shot. Trojans push it up again, over to Armstrong, and up and in off that top post in the upper left-hand corner. Great drop back. I'm not sure who dropped that back. We'll find out who left that assist, but great drop back to him, and then a quick wrist shot right in the upper corner as the Trojans continue to pepper the net here in the second period. Great assist, great shot, and we will find out in a second here who dropped that off him. But as Coach Brown here sitting next to me, that was beautiful hockey right there. Great push up the ice and dropped, and a quick hard shot. 5-0 Trojans.
Finley's fifth goal scored at 7-11.
Riker with it gets credit for the assist with a great, again, dive towards the net and then dropped it for Michael in a great spot to put it up and in. Pinsky keeps it in. There's Wetz with it, skating behind. Out in front, right there's Lammers and wrist shot and goes high. Okay, kept in by Pinsky. Wetz with it behind out to Pinsky. Gets knocked by number 15, Greenhill, to the ground. But you can sense that the Trojans kind of are sniffing the blood in the water and feel like they have a chance to really rack up a great period here, as they already have scored 4 goals, 6 minutes still left on the clock, but have just continued to keep the pressure on the Green Wave. Jump back in for the face-off. There's Trenkamp, who's won most of his tonight and wins that one as well. Across the ice to Regal. Got a little bit of an open look. A shot, kicks left. Good fight by Trenkamp behind. There's Halliday. Good speed across the ice. Good hustle. There's Phillips with a shot that gets kicked wide. Trojans trying to keep it in. Good fight. Out in front. Right there's Halliday. And turned, spun, but shot it to the right of the goal. Trenkamp with it. And Regal with it, kicks it in right there. Trenkamp and up high, tried to put it in the upper corner. Shot it a little wide. Okay, Phillips leads it in. Trenkamp keeping it in. Just the pressure is relentless. Another shot saved by the goalie. Trenkamp again. And Trenkamp on that one's going to get called for a penalty as we have a stoppage. And Ross will come on over to the penalty box. And Ross will have 2 minutes for slashing. And I believe this is the 4th power play opportunity for the Green Wave tonight. They've been unsuccessful. Okay, and all of them so far. Trojans have done a great job of killing them. We've got Yamin and Savage and Featheringham and number 25. Check that number there. I'm sorry. Number 26, Greenwald out there trying to kill this penalty. Okay, kicked off the stick of Savage out front. Knocked away and ricochet off the stick of Whitehead, goes in the upper left-hand corner to give the Green Wave their first goal of the evening and make the score now 5-1. First time they were able to take advantage of the penalty and got a good look off of a shot that went kicked off a skate. And we'll get the name and number of the goal and assist here, but Trojans now resume to full strength. Yammers with it back behind. Back over to Savage. And number 14, Grant Krauth, was able to get that goal, got credit for that goal. Great shot. Again, went off the stick of Whitehead, but got a battle down to the corner again. And it's Lammers with it out. Able to kick it over to Rowan, shot wide. Yeah. And I apologize that Chenevy is how it's pronounced. I apologize for that earlier. Kept back in by Savage, and it trickles out. And there is Greenewalt, dumps it down in. Wetz chasing behind. And Wetz battling, able to come away with it. Good effort. And Wetz not the biggest young man, but good job in battling out in front. Again right there, and hops over the net. Out in front, good try by Armstrong. Couldn't get through there, through the field of sticks. And good run up by Holy Name and a good save by Whitehead. Knocked down by Armstrong again, but good little push there by Holy Name. Got 3:40 left here in the second. Armstrong with it across the ice to Halbert. Gets the ricochet off the board. And Holy Name's able to get it out. Armstrong brings it back in, but seemed to get hooked, but no call was there. And Armstrong seemed to get hooked down, and then Halbert came, it looked like, to defend his player, his teammate, and well, jumped into the box. Actually, it looks like both players involved in that coming in. Okay. So we've got roughing here called on both the Trojans, Halbert, and number 10, McManaman for Holy Name. So both teams will play with a man down here for a couple of minutes. So we'll start here with a face-off. Both teams kind of look confused here a little bit. And actually we can have one more Holy Name player there at 4. So they'll send another one out on the ice. A little confusion again. Trent Camp will take it and kicks it back. Tried to Pinsky, but couldn't get a stick on it, so it drops back behind our goal. And there is Trent Camp with it, pushes it up the left side, and it looks like we've got an offsides. Swisher may have just sneaked over that line before the puck did. Trent Camp again. This time Pinsky's able to get a stick on it, shoots it back behind the goal as it sits there. There comes Halliday. All right. And Alden tried to dump it out in front with Sam Swisher, but knocked away by Holy Name. Regal with it over to Pinsky. Knocked away. There's Regal. Okay. Regal, big push up. Shot. Goes wide left. Out in front. Oh, goes all the way through. Halliday couldn't get a stick on it. There's Pinsky with it over to skates past Regal. Tries to dump it down in. And there it gets dumped in by Trent Camp. Swisher putting pressure. Here's Halliday along the right side. Able to come away with it. Out in front. Goes all the way through and able to keep it in was Regal. And tries to get a shot through, but knocked away by Holy Name. Just over 2 minutes left. And Holy Name tried to get a glove on it, couldn't do it. So here comes Swisher with it. Sees Halliday and couldn't get it to him. Pinsky with it. And good little move right there to get back. Dumped it out front, but no one was there in the center. Okay, Holy Name couldn't keep it. Puck on the stick, so they lose it. Trojans come back with it, dump it down in. Goalie knocks it back behind. Oh, good try there by Greenewalt to try to sneak behind the goalie in the opposite direction and steal that little drop off, but couldn't do it. And good job by Lammers to knock it away. Knocked down Greenewalt, and the shot goes high off the glass. I'm sure you heard that. And Greenewalt kind of got tackled, but no call. Gets back up. Play on. And taken away by Wetz. And good speed around and with a look in. Point blank knocked away by Sizoff. Good job by Sizoff, the Green Wave goalie, to knock that away. Green Wave pushing the other way and right in the middle, dropped in front of Whitehead, but number 6, Boozma, kind of flipped on by behind the net. And if he would have stayed right there for the rebound, it was sitting out in front of Whitehead, right in front of him. But and he didn't know where it was at, but no Green Wave player there to knock it in. So Whitehead drops the glove on it. We'll have a face-off with under a minute now left. There is Gremling with it back behind. Trojan's not able to clear it. There's Gremling with it again. Trying to find it. And Featheringham tried to knock it out. Stays in. There's Halbert back with it. And there comes Riker again. Burst out like a cannon. Tries to drop it across. And Michael Armstrong couldn't keep it on his stick there. Great cross there by Featheringham. Okay. There's Riker with it again. Drops it back behind there for Halbert. And slid on around the ice to Gremling, but it gets past him. And Savage, good job of using his body, goes across. There's Halbert. Up the ice right there. And we end the period there with a puck flying up the ice. But what a period for the Trojans. 4 goals, 3 in really about a minute time span as they jump out to a 5-0 lead. Holy Name able to get a goal a little bit later on in the period, and we end the second period with the Trojans leading 5-1. We'll take a break, and we'll come back for the third period in a few minutes. And we welcome you back to the Cube for the third and final period of tonight's season opening hockey matchup between the Findlay Trojans and the Holy Name Green Wave. Findlay up 5-1 as a great second period as the Trojans were able to put 4 up on the scoreboard. And also wanted to mention that our JVs tonight, the Trojan JVs, opened the season with a 2-1 victory over Perrysburg with Trenton Horn and Simon Tanner finding the net for the Trojans. So great start for the JV and a great start so far for the varsity as they head into this third period with a 5-1 lead. And it was about a minute 10 span in that second period where the Trojans were able to get 3 into the net and really kind of sealed the fate of this game. Holy Name was able to get in a goal towards the end of the period to keep things here respectable, but we got a period of play. We've got Armstrong, Featheringham, Halbert. We've got number 21, Savage, and Regal out there as we begin the third and final period. And quickly, we've got the officials' hand raised, and we've got an icing call. I thought they were calling a penalty. We've got an icing call, so we'll bring it down to the Trojans' offensive end for a face-off. And the puck slowly creeps across the ice in front of the goal, but no one there on either team to get a stick on it. And then Regal stumbles a little bit and allowed the Green Wave to get a decent shot off, but knocked away by Whitehead. And sticks on the ice here, but everyone picks it up. And Savage lost it there for a second. Dumped down in by Halbert, and Trojans will make a line change. Greenewalt speeds up the ice, put a little pressure, and right in front is Lammers, who was able to stick in front and was a chance and just was able to split two defenders, but couldn't keep control of the puck and get into a spot where he could get a shot off. But again, good push by Ethan. And there goes Lammers again and takes the contact, but play on. Back behind, out in front. Oh, flicked up by Lammers. And there for the rebound was Kellen Wetz. Right place, right time, and able to tap it into the net. Again, good push by Lammers. Dove to the middle there and was able to get a shot off it as he fell to the ground, fell to the ice. Wetz there for the rebound goal as Trojans jump up now 6-1. And number 10, Kellen Wetz gets a credit for that goal, and they're saying it's unassisted. And nice dump up there by Gremling. Was able to kind of back tap that up there to Trenkamp, but knocked away there by number 24, you mean. As the puck kind of goes back and forth. Trojans a little trouble clearing it. And Gremling has it. Kicks it back to the wrong spot. Picked up by Holy Name. And shot deflected by Gremling. Finally gets out past the blue line. There is number 19, Wolke. Kicks it down in the Trojans' offensive end. Halliday pushing up. And the Trojans make a line change. Halliday putting good pressure, and Featheringham with a nice takeaway there. Tried to tap it up. Armstrong gets knocked down from behind and kept in. Is that Pinsky? And Swisher with a shot off the chest, the body of the goalie. Michael with it out front. Actually slapped it out in front right off the skate of Swisher. Wasn't ready for it. And caroms off. And the goalie's got to readjust. That is Matthias Sizoff. And to do a little readjusting of the helmet, so we get a break. So we'll have a face-off here with Wetz. Wetz wins it over to Lammers. Up to Greenewalt, pushes it, and shoots one, gets deflected, kind of hangs in the air before it's being gloved by Sizoff. Lammers with it, drops it back to Wetz. Can't handle it. All the way back behind, kept in. There's Lammers with it. And lost as number 3, Derek Pierce, sent it up the ice. And saved it by Whitehead. So a little misplay for the Trojans. Leads to a face-off in their defensive end. And Holy Name gets a shot off. Kind of hit off the stick of Whitehead and flicked up in the air. Good fight in the corner. And good speed there by Rowan Chinevi. Pushes up across. Oh, try there by Trent Camp. Tried to get a stick on it and then slid through. Took out a player and the goalie. Play continues. How that didn't knock the goal off its post. I am surprised, but Trojans have it. Up there to Trent Camp. Can't handle that pass. And there is a shot there by Yamin. Goes off the glass. Kept in. Nice job there by Regal to keep it in. Okay. Holy Name flicks it down the ice. Drops it down in. Whitehead takes it and tries to drop it. Regal has it. Good effort. And is able to get it out. Across the ice. Good stop by Yamin. Good pass off the ice. There goes Featheringham. Able to get there first. Goes across. And, just a little bit out of his own reach there as he came behind. Swisher trying to handle it. And it goes up into the net. So close there for Riker. Kind of passed in front of the defender and just out of his own reach there as he tried to get a shot off. And shot there by Grimling. Holy Name with it. And in front. And out in front and shot. Goes wide by Holy Name. The official does have his hand up. We'll get a penalty call here in Philly in a second as looks like number 21 for the Green Wave, Nolan Patton, took a pretty good shot in the corner holding his knee, and we'll see here we've got number 24, Jason Yamin. Okay, gets called for a cross check and will spend a couple minutes in the penalty box. So another penalty kill opportunity here for the Trojans. They've done a good job in their 4 or 5 penalty kills so far. And we've got Wetz, Halliday, Savage, and it looks like number 8, Colt Phillips, on the ice here to start this penalty. Okay, out in front, right in between the legs of Whitehead. Couldn't find it, but squeezed those knees together and gets the stoppage of play. Name controls it after the face-off, slaps it back behind. Trojans able to nearly clear it. Kept in and still unable to clear it. Back behind. Battle inside. Out in front and good kick away.
Somebody in front's going to get one here in a second. Yep, I knew it. Yep, both of them. They're both going. 9-0 lead.
And a little skirmish there in front of the net as both number 8, Colt Phillips, and number 11, Andrew Mueller, were going at it with their sticks, and both guys getting popped in the head. Looked like multiple times 2 of those sticks, so they're both now in the penalty box. And almost taken there by Michael. Just couldn't get a stick on that because he had clear ice in front of him. And out front, deflected. Oh, and one try, then 2. And finally, with our goalie Whitehead laying on his back, trying to reach back there. Just couldn't reach far enough. And after a couple attempts there, Holy Name is able to get their second goal of the night. We'll get the number here in a second. But again, good job by the Green Wave capitalizing on the power play and able to get their second goal of the night. Anyway. And the center, Nolan Patton there, the captain for the Holy Name, was able to get that goal. Number 21, Nolan Patton, scores 6-2 now with 8 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third. And the Green Wave have a couple of scoring chances here a little bit lately. They picked it back up after kind of surviving that barrage in the second quarter, but continuing to play hard. And Lammers has it. Back behind is Wetz. Drops it right out in front, goes all the way through. Lammers has it, shoots wide left. And Trojans kind of looking at it a little bit. Back behind by Wetz. Looking. Drops it back there for Regal. Shot knocked down by the number 4, Litica. Drump back down in. Halbert couldn't keep it in front. There it comes back to Greenewalt. Trojans reset. Dump it down in. Regal coming off the ice and Savage coming on. And Greenewalt got a stick caught over there by where the Zamboni comes back on. Lost it and then lives the Green Wave and stopped somehow by Whitehead, who kind of dropped down and covered over top of it. Couldn't find it, but didn't move and got credit for the save. So a couple of good runs here by Holy Name here to get past just the halfway point of this period. And glove save there by Whitehead. Shot came out of nowhere. Good save. Savage with it. Over to Pinsky. Up there to Armstrong. Pushes it up the ice. Hits. Just unlucky there. He actually hits the official in the skate and ends up Holy Name in a good spot. Riker takes a spill. Hits his head a little bit. Into the board. Pinsky battles. Holy Name comes away from it. And there we go out front. There we've got a little bit of a push, 3-on-2. Okay, and the pass was behind Riker.
On a stick. Pass to a stick.
And there's Halliday with it. Trojans make some changes. Lammers back behind, drops out up front. Oh, and Wetz couldn't get a shot off. Great drop by Lammers. Wetz with a good solid hit right there. His teammates like that. And we got an icing call. We'll bring it back. 5:29 left in the third. And the Green Wave playing a little bit better the last couple of minutes. Getting a few good looks. And fifth player coming back out on the ice for Holy Name. And Rowan has it back behind. Over there across to Regal. And off the board of Halliday. Can't go. It looks like it kicked off the back of his skate. Cross there to Rowan. He can't handle it. Okay. Cannot clear it right now. And there we go. Ethan with it. And shot deflected off the stick. And up into the net. 4:56 left. Trojans in command, 6-2. Really never been in doubt. And Ross with it. And a shot. Kind of whipped around, turned, shot, got it off the post. Trojans able to keep it in. There's Phillips back in. And just a fight. Shot goes high. Off the glass, stays in. Trent Camp has it. Shot by Yamin, goes high. Good looking shot. Good save by Sizoff. Armstrong wins it, kicks it back. Riker dumps it down in. Armstrong has it, tries to go back there to Sam Swisher. Holy Name able to clear it. Gets past Phillips. All right. A clean pass across by Phillips. Ends up being picked up by McManaman for Holy Name. And just a lot of battling back and forth. Yamin gets it and is able to clear it down past Holy Name. Armstrong battling back behind. Gets a little help from Swisher. Kept in by Savage. Shoots it up there for. Okay. Drop down in again out in front. There's behind. Armstrong has it. Michael right. Couldn't get it through. Lands on the stick of a Holy Name player. That's number 10, McManaman. Okay. Parma Heights. Holy Name makes a change. Line change. Up the ice. Ouch. And Riker Featheringham took a little shot off the leg. And here comes Wetz. Okay. Up to Halliday. Looks like we got a penalty. Riker with a shot. Okay. And kicked away by the goalie Sizoff. And we will get a penalty called on Holy Name. Looks like for slashing. And we'll have number 21, the captain, Nolan Patton. Tripping, I'm sorry, was the call there. Nolan Patton will spend a couple minutes. Wetz has it. Out front. Oh, across. Pushes it up off the side of the net there by number 9, Keeler. Good push up. Holy Name kills valuable seconds across the ice there. There's Wetz. Okay. Shrimp Camp in. Trailing right behind there was Greenewald. Across to Yamin. Shot deflected. Okay. Savage has it. Yamin out in front and skips on by. There is Greenewald. Dumps it back behind to Yamin. Tries to wrap it around the corner. Almost. Yamin still with it. Tries to come around to the other side. And got to stop here. So reset the net. And just over a minute left on the power play. Regal sends it down behind to Featheringham. Karams over to Pinsky. Right. Over to Armstrong. Regal. Pinsky. Good job by Nate keeping it in. Back to Pinsky. Good job by Holy Name. And kicked off. Out in front. Ricochet almost. Tried to be. Featheringham, good attempt to slap that in. Battling in there in front. And knocked away. And Holy Name, kind of a whiff, but was able to clear it enough. Regal has it. 17 seconds. One last quick run. Here comes Pinsky. Drops it back behind and in front. Right off the helmet there by Featheringham of the goalie. Size off. And shot deflected. It's still in. And number 18, Zimiska, comes back in. Lammer's shot. Glove save by Size off. One minute remaining here. Trencap with a good fight. Great effort again by Ross to try to get that rebound back in. Couldn't quite get it. Halbert has it behind. There's Trencap again. Been hustling all over the ice tonight. Sends a pass across that gets through clean. No one's there. Get a stick on it. And great again. Effort again by Trencap again to keep it in. Okay. Ouch. Right there. Battling, and finally Holy Name able to get it out of the zone. Ten seconds left. Back behind. Knocked down the ice. There's Halliday, and we will have the final horn as the Trojans open the season, the 2021-22 season, with a 6-2 victory over Holy Name. It was a second period flurry of goals in about a minute time span there that sealed this one early. But great effort from start to finish for the Trojans. Great goal play by Tim Whitehead. And some great individual efforts out there on the ices, too. So what a way to start the season. Great victory for Coach Beatty and his team. And, again, Trojans up with a 6-2 victory over Holy Name. Okay? We appreciate you listening in and looking in tonight on the contest. The Trojans will be home again on Friday, December 3rd, to take on Wass Jesuit. And that will be a 7 o'clock start. And we look forward to seeing the Trojans back at home then, and hopefully having you check back in with us then too. So again, tonight's final, the Findlay Trojans 6, the Holy Name Green Wave 2. Thanks for tuning in and have a great evening.